I have an iPhone. If you don't have an iPhone, are you a winner? No. You're a goddamn fucking loser. Go out there and get a goddamn fucking iPhone. Yeah. You little Galaxy shit.
Team iPhone
it can just
out here.
suck it, yo. You know what? How about this? You have a Galaxy phone? I'm about to go to your mom's tonight and tap that shit out. And videotape it and send it to you later.
God damn. And the footage will be grainy because it's not an iPhone.
Use your shitty Android to be recording me boning your mom.
What's going on, everybody? This is Lou talking to you on a Wednesday afternoon, evening of August 11th. We recorded this conversation with Philippe last Monday. Before we get into the conversation here, just, a couple little updates, shout-outs, thanks, and whatnot. Thank you to everybody who came to the last El Cid open mic. It was a great turnout. It felt like a lot of my favorite local performers were there. My buddy Jim, my buddy Joe, not GoPro Joe, the older Joe who's in Kingdom of Jones. Who else? Oh, Kitchen Jam was there. The all-star lineup in my eyes of the El Cid open mic was all there, and a good amount of the LudLow-Life crew came out to see Joe and I perform some one-word trend songs and some covers. So it was another great, successful open mic at the El Cid. If you want to go out and support some local music, usually the first Friday of every month, there is an open mic at El Cid run by my buddy Jeff. And me and Joe from One Word Trend are almost always there every month. So it's a great thing. You should go out to the next one. And thank you to everybody who showed up to that one. So that was Friday night. Sunday afternoon, I played my solo acoustic set at Vanished Valley in Ludlow. A weekend filled with Ludlow music things, and it was great. Vanished Valley is, I love playing there now. That's my second time I've been there, and it's, I love the vibe there. The acoustics of that place are actually really good. I feel like I don't have to, strain my voice too much or anything. I can kind of put the settings on my amp and PA speaker, kind of low, and the sound just travels nicely. It's pretty great. So, yeah, thank you to... If you went to both of those, you are the best. I appreciate you guys so much. And for those of you who have never heard this podcast before, I play in a band called One Word Trend, WON. We have music on Spotify and Apple Music, the Scatterbrained EP. So all part of Horgan Bros Productions, Horgan Bros Records. So it's all part of it. This podcast, One Word Trend, it's all one big thing. So I feel like I don't mention that enough. But this is part of Horgan Bros Productions. So that's about it for musical updates and shout outs and thanks and everything like that. One other thing is that you probably notice I sound a little different. We got a new little condenser mic here. I was getting sick of Cody not putting his face close enough to the SM58. I think I talk about it in the main part, but this one picks up a little bit better as I pop into the fucking mic. I'm still learning how to use it. All right, that's the point. Is what I'm getting at here. I sound a little different, probably better, sometimes a little worse, but mainly this is for Cody. Hopefully soon we get some of those Shure, I forgot what the number is, 457 or something like that. Those ones that you see the quote real podcast studios using. But I'm a working man, slowly building my way up little by little. I got bills and shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's another thing. Got a new mic. What else? I think that's just about it in terms of updates and things like that. The main purpose of me doing this little introduction thing here before we just get right on into the episode, which we will get to very shortly. I don't want anyone to think that we're taking advantage of Phil or making him the brunt of the joke or anything like that in order to get views or more exposure or whatever. Like, you know, we're not like, I don't want anybody thinking like we're using him, because the thing is, like, he's our actual friend. He's been asking to be on this show since like episode 3. And like, I've known this guy. I mean, we don't hang out like all the time, Phil and I, but like, I've been like good acquaintances with him since like for over a decade. I'm pretty sure we met in like 2010 or 11 or something like that. But anyway, he is a person with a speech impediment, and you know, I think he said in the episode he has a learning disability. You know, I don't want anybody thinking that we're out here like doing some Howard Stern type shit. We're like, you know, like how he would have Wendy the R word, Wendy the R word on the show. That's like, we're not. That's not the point of us doing this. I just wanted to put that out there right in the beginning before we even get into things. With all that being said, this guy does say some wild, reckless shit. And, you know, Pete and I do say some crazy things, and it's like, we try not to filter any of our guests and stuff, but I got to be straight up with you guys. I had to take some things out of this just because I don't want certain things being out there public that you know, Phil has no problem saying whatever the fuck, but I'm like, yeah, maybe let's take some of that out, or just, you know, I'm not cool with some of this stuff being talked about or whatever, you know what I mean. So not apologizing for anything he says, but it's just like, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from here. But, you know, at the end of the day, he's got some funny stories that mostly happened in Ludlow, and that's what this show is about. And he even says in the episode, like, you know, not everybody likes him and stuff like that because of some of the things he says and does and everything like that. But to me, I think that the reason why Phil says some of the things he says and all that is because people are always like egging him on, kind of. You know, when he's saying his crazy, reckless shit, it's like getting a laugh, and then he's like continues to do those things. And once again, it might seem like we're doing that, but it's like we're just, you know, we're laughing, having a good conversation and everything. And afterwards, you know, even when he left, we were just standing in my driveway. Me and Phil were talking about like his car, some of my cars, and like just talking about shit that we're both interested in for like an hour. And, you know, we even got into talking about our friend Jeff, who's no longer with us, and everything like that. Like, just really good conversation and everything. So basically, what I want the purpose of this podcast to be almost is like, maybe if you have these kind of thoughts about Phil, like, maybe take a good listen to this conversation, and you know, it might solidify your opinion, or it might you might see that if you like really sit down and talk with this guy, he's a good dude, and he's not as like crazy or as people think, or I don't even know. I'm trying to choose my words carefully here, even though I'm probably failing at that. But I think I've talked enough. I think I've said all the things I wanted to say beforehand. So without further ado, here's the conversation with me and Pete and Philippe answering some fan-submitted questions and talking about some crazy shit. Here we go. I say I'm living the dream. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow low-life friends, to the LudLow-Life podcast, where we have a special guest here today. So I'm your host, Lou. To my left, we got our usual co-host,
Peter Johnson, the roadie man.
And pass it on over to our guest,
PMCPZ.
We got Philippe Costa on the LudLow-Life podcast, long awaited. And I just so you guys know, I bought I probably said it in the intro already, but I I got a new microphone here that's a cardioid microphone, which is good for Cody because he never gets close enough to the SM58s. But it's still we only have two inputs here, so like they got to pass it back and forth. So just a fair warning.
Just like weed.
Yeah, you just got to pass it. Yeah, pass it to your left. Exactly, pass it over to him to make it work.
Yeah.
Just a little fair warning.
Philippe, the most anticipated guest to date.
Yes. So you said you got a good question for him. All right. I mean, should we have him introduce himself a little bit first before?
Yeah, Philippe, you got anything you want to say to the people? What are you doing right now in work? What are you doing with your life?
Life pretty going good. Work full time. I do a Paxi for a living for now. I drive a WX single 27. I smoke mad of weed. If you think you can outsmoke me, hit me up. I can probably outsmoke you. On blunts, bongs, or dabs, no, that will just fuck me up. But yeah, I'm single, ladies. I'm looking for some puss.
Oh my god!
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen.
Great start.
If you need some wiener, hit up Philippe. I think before we even get into talking about Philippe, me and Luzio, real quick, should talk about our first time meeting Philippe.
Yeah. 1 second though, I'm gonna do one quick little adjustment here. All right, we're back. Just had to make a little quick adjustment. The chair was squeaking and it was driving me crazy. And now that I pointed it out, you're probably going to go back and be like, could you even hear it? What are you talking about? But I'm fucking OCD. Anyway,
Luzio's
let's
high.
go. No, I'm not.
Again.
Yeah, maybe. No.
Maybe.
They'll never know. Am I? Am I not?
Yeah.
High on life. I'm always fucking high on life. I'm living the dream, as they say. All right, so you want to talk about the first time we met Philippe?
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know the first time you met him?
For me, it was just in Ludlow High School. I remember we used to go to the library a lot.
Yeah.
with you know, like how
this is me too. This is also where I first met Philippe, is in Ludlow High School library.
But it's like, yeah, the thing about the library that people in other towns don't know is like when we like had, you know, say a bunch of your friends had like a study hall at the same period. Like, you would go get, like, a library pass. Like, it would basically be like you create your own custom class in the library. like, oh, well, if I have a study that period and you have a study that period, let's get a library pass. Let's not use the library at all, but just, like, we'll both be in the library now. So, like, instead of us being in separate classes, whatever. So, that was a thing that happened a lot in Ludlow High School, and that's where, you know, probably I can't remember exactly, like, the day or moment, but that's definitely the first time I met Philippe was in the library with a girl named Laura, right? You know. We try not to drop last names around here.
My first time meeting Philippe, we had an English class together. When I first got into high school as a freshman, somehow we had like English together. Fucking the first time we met Philippe, we convinced him to put his dick on Snapchat, and he did it. Do you remember this day, Philippe?
And these are the wild things.
Yeah, I remember that. I did that thing 2 times, yo. And you know what's so funny? Getting away with it, like, that's... But you know what? Special need kids, I feel like they could do a lot more that other people cannot do. Like, I know a lot of people are jealous of me. Like, I know certain people will come up to me and be like, I never liked you in high school. But why you never liked me in high school when I never talked to you in high school? Like, I never really talked to my class at all. I was always talking to the kids above my class because, obviously, I wanted to be popular. I sat at the senior lunch table 3 years in a row. Can anyone beat that? Nah, you can't. No. Well, if you're a girl, you probably can. You just got to get your puss up. But
oh, my God.
I like where Philippe is going with this, Philippe.
So, is that like... you're categorized or whatever as like special needs in school? That's how it was? Or like how don't...
Well, most of my classes, I was technically in the basement. Technically, we all know where the basement is.
Yeah,
special need kids.
That translates to, yeah. Oh, you got the people would joke around fucked up. You're like, oh, you got the basement classes. You're done. It's like one of those things where how Cody's trying to stop saying the R word because like very toxic in our younger days. You know, we're talking 10 years ago before the hyper awareness of all these things. Some some we agree with, some were like, some were like, yeah, you should stop being dicks to people. Then others are like, stop being so PC babies. But that's just, I didn't know that. I thought I thought you were just in normal ass classes.
Yeah, I was also in basement classes, but I don't have special needs, so let that be known as well.
You had just straight up mental special needs.
But I have a question. Philippe, you said that you feel like you can get away more. Do you feel like because you have special needs, you can truly get away with more shit than the average working person?
Well, let's put it this way. We all know I've done a lot of stupid things in the past. And let's put it this way. You see me on the streets still. So does that mean something to you? Like, did I really answer your question?
Are you referring you should be in jail?
No, I'm just saying special needs kids can get away with a lot more things because they don't understand things. Like, for example, I have a speech impediment and I have a learning problem. So there's a lot of things that you guys might be able to catch up easier, but it might take me a while to do. Or I might not understand it at all. Like, in a lot of things, you have to put things to me in a simpler way. Someone can tell you something, but if they want to ask me that, they gotta put it in a simpler way.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I was like, what? That's kind of like goes with my question. I was like, what are like the things they told you, or like what are your special needs? And you pretty much just answered it. You said a speech impediment and a learning disability. I didn't know that. I thought it was just like people were just like, yeah, he's just like. I mean, no offense or anything. I'm not trying to like. This is what people would say. They would just be like, oh, he's like a little slow. And I was like, I don't, I never thought that at all. I'm just like, yeah, to be honest, he talks a little funny, but it's like. We never like treated him like he was, what Cody would say in our word.
Not in our word. But I just thought Philippe was just foreign as shit straight off the boat from fucking Portugal.
We kind of just thought that.
Which is also true, I think. Philippe, were you born here?
No. Sadly, I was born in America. I was born in Hartford, Connecticut. So just a state under us. Let me just say this. I wish I was born in Portugal, because honestly, living here completely sucks. The only good thing about America are the jobs. That's the only good thing about living in America, just jobs. But to live here, just to live a life, no. You technically making yourself live in America so you can have a better life. Because the money here is a lot better than other countries. In America, a lot of jobs, you get paid weekly.
Things are more expensive here. Like compared to, well, it depends.
Well, things might be here more expensive, but like for example in Portugal, you get paid like what, every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, once a month, about. So like living there, like you don't get paid here every week like most jobs. Every week you get a paycheck no matter what. But in other countries you get paid once a month, so things are a little cheaper. But like, for example, I went to Portugal a little over 2 years ago, a year before COVID-19 happened. Went there on vacation, whatever. Let's put it this way. I always went out to eat because eating out was cheaper than eating at home. Life there, like towns are very old. There's really not a lot of things to do. There are a bunch of cops and stuff, but like life there, even being there on vacation.
It's like simpler.
You feel so much simpler.
Less stressful, right?
Less stressful. Yeah. You don't get stressed out a lot, whatever. Like, life is just simpler.
It's more like family-based, Like, that's a big thing about, like, Portuguese people. It's like, they take care of their family. I mean, like a lot of your, like, Italian or Irish, where it's like, you take care of your family. There's less of that in America, for sure. You're kind of, like, on your own. Like, fuck you, go get a job, pay your bills. Whereas, like, Portugal, like, it's, like, a little less stressful because it's like, your family's got your back more, it feels like.
Well, put it this way, living in America, having a job here, whatever, but like you living here, all you're doing is just paying bills. You're paying for what you own. You have a house.
Yeah, you pay to live.
You pay to live, whatever. You don't have that all that bullshit going on. Like when I went on vacation, yeah, I went during the fall, whatever, but there was parties, carnivals all the time. Over here, yeah, we have that stuff here, but like,
but most of the year it's like, oh, you gotta work, like,
yeah, you're working to pay your ass off. Like, you will never technically get a break at all.
Yeah,
You will work till you die. And
Yeah.
when you get old, you're going to sit there. Guarantee when you get old, you're going to sit there and be like, damn, I should have lived my life a lot more than just working 7 days a week or working 140, 50 hours a week. Like, just work your normal hours, little overtime, whatever, but don't overkill yourself.
Dude, that's my philosophy. Like, all the time at work, I say, like, I'm not trying to live to work. I'm trying to work to live. Like, I try to, like, beat that into other people's heads. Like, stop like killing yourself, because it's like you only, I mean, you know, overly cliche, but it's like, oh, you only live once. It's like, it's kind of a lame saying these days, but it's like, it's true. It's like you're gonna spend your whole life working just to pay bills, when it's like you should, you know, work.
You should only be able to work Monday to Friday with no problem at all. Saturday and Sundays you should have off no matter what. Definitely Sundays you should have off, because Sundays are technically family. Saturdays like to go out, party, whatever.
Well, or whatever 2 days.
Or whatever
you
it
should
is.
have whatever 2 days you want off, because it's like you want to go out and party. Like, somebody's got to work at the clubs on Saturdays and Sundays. I know what you're saying.
But point is, to work 7 days a week, 6 days a week is worthless. It's stupid. You should work that normal 5 days a week. That's it. The weekends you should have off, because it's like
nobody should work. Nobody should work more than 5 days a week for sure.
Dude, I just want to butt into this and say, dude, Philippe for president right now.
You're so fucking
I
high.
love Philippe because he is the realest person.
This is what I mean. Like, that's why I was like,
there's nothing ungenuine. Philippe is raw and real.
I was literally like, what? That's why I asked. Like, now it's like the third time bringing it up. Like, I'm like, what are your special needs? Because I'm like, when you talk to him, like, have a real conversation with him, it's just like, he's a pretty normal dude. Like,
with a speech impediment.
He just talks a little funny, but he's a normal dude.
Dude, Philippe, since after high school, has not stopped working. You're what, 27 now?
27. I started working when I was able to.
In a bakery for 5 years. Straight out of the bakery till construction.
Where? Shimura's?
Shimura's Bakery. Get your bread.
Oh, no. Bernardino's.
Oh, Bernardino's. Get your bread.
I did Bernardino's, I think, when I was 7. I did Bernardino's till I was like 17, 18 to about the last 2 years. So the last 2 years, a little over the last 2 years, I've been doing a Paxi. But before that, I've been working at a bakery at Bernardino's in Chicopee on Exchange Street. If you ever want bread or pastries, go there. The pastries there are amazing. Just letting people know. If you ever need anything, go there. Even Samoa's and I.O. in Springfield. You want Portuguese rolls? Go there. That bread is fucking fire, yo. Best Portuguese rolls ever, yo.
Dude,
don't go to the one in town, because the one in LudLow fucking sucks.
Oh, shots fired.
I like that.
But see, that's the thing. That reminds me. It's like there is good like Portuguese spots also in Indian Orchard. Like there's, you know, it's not like just Ludlow. Like there's like Portuguese people. There's, you know, there's a big presence in Indian Orchard like back in the day too. Like I think a lot of people forget that.
You know what I'm jealous about, Philippe? Philippe gets to eat home-cooked Portuguese meals on the daily. Right.
Are you dissing Paula right now, saying she doesn't cook enough? Or is that what you're saying?
We order pizza and shit, which is cool. But
like, I'm not complaining, Mom. I'm not complaining.
My dad, if it's up to him, we're eating just steak 9 days out of the 7 days a week. So let's get into some Philippe banger questions from some audience members of ours.
What the fans wanted us to ask him.
Okay. Well, I think I got a good one. Alexa Tallis wants to know, how many times did you actually fuck all our moms?
Honestly, I think I only fuck only one mom, I believe. It's sad. But let's put it this way. To the good to have mom bodies out there, I give you mad respect out there. Even to the ones that don't even have the dad next to them. You taking care of your kids by yourself, I give you mad respect no matter what. If you did taking care of your kid and putting your kid up there first, I give you mad fucking respect, yo. But to the girls out there that don't give a fuck, you can go fucking suck it.
Yeah. What was it like to be with a older woman compared to a younger woman?
Well, an older woman have more experience. Versus the young girls, let's say for example, like I knew someone from a friend that had a sister. She was 13. She already having sex. You know how many guys she fucked?
Up.
13. Already fucked 5 guys. So at 13, so someone's daughter is a slut already. That's so sad that a 13-year-old girl is going out and already having sex. Like, that's so fucking disgusting. Like, don't get me wrong. I didn't get laid till I was 18. But like...
But you were trying when you were like 15.
Well...
It's different for the guy.
Well, you know what? No matter what, guy... You know what, girls? You all probably right. All guys think about it's pussy. You know what? We guys, you feel me? Like, it's to the point, but
it's
you know...
nature.
It's just nature. 'Cause without pussy, our life would just... We'll die faster. I looked that up on studies. If you don't have sex, like I haven't had sex in over 2.5 years. So that probably took a year out of my fucking life, yo.
This
like
dude's
I'm going to
hurting.
die like a year. Audio poverty, and that's fucked. Because what I don't understand, not to be mean, I'm not saying no names. There's a lot of girls in LudLow, let's say, are sluts. But you know what's so funny? There's sluts and sluts. Guys tell me, oh, she's a slut. But honestly, why won't she fuck me? Like my thing is over normal size. I'm pretty good in bed. Like, I can make the shit fucking wet, yo. Like, what the fuck, yo? You want to go 40 rounds? Let's go 40 rounds. But when we go one, we might go one. But, like, who fucking knows? Am I going to nut in 30 seconds? Maybe, yeah. But you know what? I can go fucking rounds, baby.
Give him a chance.
That is my
Give him a
guy.
chance.
I fucking feel you.
The motherfucking pimp.
As to some 13-year-old shit, yeah, what the fuck is that girl's parents doing?
That's the real question.
Like, you know?
Probably
But-
some, like, you know, yeah, some parental issues. Or, like, wait, is my shit even on? Yeah, it is. Never mind.
Luzio's big. Don't listen to him.
Fuck. No, but anyway, it's like, yeah, that's like a parental issue. Like, girls like that might be doing that for, like, attention or whatever. Or just, who knows?
I'm just having a phone. Nowadays, it's very important. For emergencies, whatever. A phone's very handy nowadays. Even with the iPhones out there. I have an iPhone. If you don't have an iPhone, are you a winner? No. You're a goddamn fucking loser. Go out there and get a goddamn fucking iPhone. You little galaxy shit.
Team
They can
iPhone
just
out here.
suck it, yo. You know what? How about this? You have a Galaxy phone? I'm about to go to your mom's tonight and tap that shit out. And videotape it and send it to you later.
God damn. And the footage will be grainy because it's not an iPhone.
Use your shitty Android me recording
Oh
me
my
boning
God.
your mom.
Jesus. But yeah, that's you bring up a good point actually. Like phones are important for like kids to have and stuff, but it's like if you're a parent, there's like a fine line you got to walk of like, you know, you don't want to be like a quote unquote helicopter parent of like always like, you know, monitoring too much of what your kid's doing, but it's like you got to monitor some of what your kid's doing cuz yeah, you could have your 13-year-old daughter could be trying to hit up 27-year-old dudes. It's like, come on, man,
Like, for example, like a while ago, I saw an article. A guy was at a bar for 21 and up. He was at a bar, whatever, and there was a girl walked in. Obviously, she had a fake ID, but the bar didn't know that. The bar let her walk in. The guy saw that she was pretty, thinking she was at least 21 and up, because this bar is 21 and up only. He sat there, got her a drink, whatever. Later on that night, whatever, he took her home, did this stuff. Like, and the next day, he got arrested because technically, he did it with a girl that wasn't 21. She was under the age of 18. Now he's doing like 20 years or whatever in prison. Just because that chick walked in with a fake ID. It wasn't that guy's fault. Like, she was at a 21 plus bar. Why didn't she get in trouble? Why did the guy did?
yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I agree with Philippe.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in a
crazy shit.
21-year-old bar getting served alcohol and you show a guy a 21-year-old ID from fucking Texas or something, how is he really
yeah,
going to know?
Can you 100% blame the man at that point? It's like...
Yeah. Like, your daughter's a fucking hooah. Jesus.
Oh, my God. All right.
You got a Philippe question?
Yeah, I do. So, which one first? All right, here's a pretty good one. What do you love about our town of Ludlow, and what do you hate about Ludlow? Let's start. I thought of that one. That's just mine. That was that's a good thing, but yeah. Let's start with what do you hate about this town, and then we'll end it positive note.
Okay, what I hate about this town, honestly, do I hate this town? It's a 50-50. There are things you should hate about this town. And this town, there are, like I say, there are a bunch of sluts. There's a bunch of fake-ass people out there. You feel me? Like, to the point, if you have a problem with someone, say it to the face. Don't say it behind the back. Because at the end of the day, you're just fake. You're just a little bitch. Like, for example, I know people in Ludlow, there's a lot of people that don't like me. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. You can hate me all the fuck you want. Hate me, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'll tell you straight up now. You gonna talk shit behind my back? That's fine. Come up to my face. Cause I swear to God, I'll knock you the fuck out.
You heard it first.
So what you hate most in Ludlow is the amount of fake people, which is true in Ludlow. There's a lot of fake people in Ludlow. A lot of people talk behind your back.
And also, too, I'm not gonna bring this... If you hear a story about something or what happened, if you want to know something and want to know the real story or what happened, you need to hit that person that was actually there. Not hear stories from other people that was not there. So I'm just saying, if you want to know something, hit up the person that was actually at the spot. Not hearing for someone that wasn't there. Because at the end of the day, you hearing someone else's story that wasn't there and believing that, you're a fucking fake ass fuck.
Yeah. May not be true.
You just flipped that. He said that. I wish there was video because he said that. Flipped the mic right to Cody's mouth so perfect.
Like actually pissed off anger. Yeah. I like that.
But yeah, so those are the things you don't like. Some of these people here are, they got nothing better to do but shit talk.
All these Portuguese people.
But what do you love about this town?
Love about this town? The white chicks, yo. That fat asses, yo. Fat asses. And you know what I like about this town? You can drive down East Street smoking a blunt. Even driving down East Street fucking blowing flower, yo.
Yeah. That's true, but you can't tell the cops you were driving blowing flower.
You can't tell, but you can let them see it.
That is true. Massachusetts, people.
We do live in Massachusetts. Legal.
Right.
Recreational use.
I love that Philippe's answer. What does he love most about this town? Was these fat ass bitches.
My answers are usually like, Festa, the Pioneers games, the good place to grow up and stuff. But then it's like when you do get to this age, it gets kind of lame. But definitely not the first on my list is the fat ass hoes. But good for you, man.
I think my favorite part about this town is honestly its passion for soccer.
That's what I mean with like the Pioneers and stuff that. Yeah.
And what I hate about this town is I gotta go with Philippe. There's a lot of like prejudice people that I'm not fond of. There's a lot of fake people, and Ludlow's just such a small town where everything gets to everybody.
Yeah,
that's what I don't like.
A lot of unnecessary drama because it's like I said that like one of the things I don't like is it kind of gets to a point where like there's not a lot to do. It's a small town. This isn't a city.
And I swear a lot of it is Portuguese people, and I'm Portuguese.
Yeah,
but like Portuguese people, like I don't know, motherfuckers.
We all racist as fuck.
Well, yeah, Portuguese people not racist; they're more prejudiced. The olden days racist, but
yeah, my grandma will. She will not tolerate if I were to be dating a black girl. My grandma would fucking flip out. That's just the older generation,
Yeah, I hear that. So, let's move on to another question, correct?
Yeah.
All right, I got a question from one of our boys, throwback, Justin Garcia. He wants to know, Philippe, what was your favorite car that you've owned and why?
Ooh, this goes with one of my... one of my questions was I just wanted him to talk about the WRX, but if it's just a general car question, let's go. This is a part I was a little excited about.
So, what's my favorite car I own? Honestly, God Damn, I kind of missed the Mazda, yo. The Mazda, the Altima is second.
Oh yeah, let's do a quick recap because Philippe has actually had some pretty sick cars that I'm like a little bit jealous of. Also being a car loving guy, let's do a quick recap of all the cars you've had, like sporty kind of cars. You know, we're not talking.
Finish. What have you driven?
And then you could tell us which one was the best.
Pretty much the cars I have owned was an '07 Mazda. I have owned a 1999 Volkswagen Cabrio. That was a pretty sick car. It was lowered. Honestly, that thing was my best lower car ever. That thing sounded like a straight go-kart. You sort of saw me driving around town. I drove that thing like a goddamn fucking go-kart, yo. Taking curves like nothing, yo. I got pulled over one night in it. Being a fucking dumbass. My speedometer in that car wasn't working. But I was on a blunt ride and I was just whipping. Usually, I whip the hell out of my car out in the boonies. You should never do it in town. That's just a moron thing to do. But obviously, that one night I was a stupid moron. Drove through the boonies fine. Drove to where the farm is. If you take that left and you drove down the street, I was driving down that street. Like I said, my speedometer wasn't working. But I drove by a cop. Cop pulled me over. He was supposed to pull over a truck that blew a stop sign, but he pulled me over. He told me he pulled me over because I was doing like 85 and a 30. In my head, I was like, no, I wasn't. I was doing 35. I wasn't going to tell the cop my speedometer wasn't working. But then at that point, he towed my car. I got a ticket. I got let go. I was super pissed just because of my stupidity. But I owned that. My Mustang, my best fucking VA ever. I miss you, baby, so much. That thing fucking spun some tires, baby.
Wasn't it like a Cobra GT or something like that?
It was an 01 Cobra, baby, 4.6 V8. Yeah, don't get me wrong, the 5.0s, I know, I fucking jealous. But my 4.6, yo, they put some fucking rubber to the floor. I also know my '07 Altima. That thing was good. I should have kept that because that was a really reliable car. And what's good about that? It wasn't an automatic. It was an '07 standard. So the standard Altimas are better than the automatic because the automatic transmissions in the Altima usually goes or are the water damage.
Yeah.
It's one of that problem.
Most Nissans, like around 60,000 miles or whatever, the Nissan automatic transmissions just go bad, I heard.
Yeah, so I got a standard. They was pretty much acting 35. I showed up the next day with $2,000 in cash. Took that baby home.
Ooh, wheeling and dealing.
I got it with 128 something on it. Got rid of it with like 160. Don't get me wrong, I got rid of it because I wanted something more awesome. But obviously, I should have kept that. Let's put it that way. I also have owned the Ford, the Mazda, the Volkswagen. Oh, a Subaru's Quad-Track, a 2015 Quad-Track. I only had it for 3 weeks before I got rid of it. That thing was the most gayest fucking slowest. Only had 165 horsepower. My WX I have outside have 265. Like, I'm sorry, the Quad-Track was the gayest fucking thing ever. Like, please do not make a car with 165 fucking horsepower. I don't give a fuck if that's a family car. Like, do not.
It is criminally underpowered. I will say, I used to work at Bertera Subaru. I used to sell these things, and the Crosstrek is like so dog shit slow. It's like 0 to 60 in literally like 9 seconds or something like that. To the point where it's like, yeah, the point of this car, it's, you know, if you want speed and you want a Subaru, you get a WRX. But it's like, you can't manufacture a car that's that slow because it's like, it's almost like dangerous how slow it is. Like, to try to get on the highway with those things, like, ever since they took the 2.5 out of the Impreza and switched it to a 2.0, which, you know, the Crosstrek is basically like an off-road Impreza hatchback. But yeah, ever since they took out the 2.5 and went to a 2.0, it's just like they just took all the balls out of the Impreza and Crosstrek, and it's like, yeah.
Even the WRX. The WRX I have, it's not a 2.5.
It's a 2.0, but it's a turbo.
It's a 2.0 turbo. There used to be a 2.5 turbo, and there's so awesome out there that are 2.5 turbos. I kind of wish I got the 2.5 turbo version instead. But the 2.0 turbo is pretty nice. I love the turbo on it. I can get my car to pop a bit. That will count. I can make it pop. I can make some shit wet. You feel me? Like, ladies, if you're single, you want a date, let's put it this way. I never went on a real date. If I went on a date, I usually fuck on that. But honestly, I'm trying to get a real relationship. I'm trying to go. My bucket list is to go on one date, on a really nice date. Pick up the girl, take her out to eat, whatever, do the movies, whatever, and take her home without having anything done. That's what I want in life. That's what I want to do.
Come on, ladies.
And take it off my
Help
bucket
this fucking
list.
guy out.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm not looking for sex. I'm not like 90% of the guys out there.
I mean, not right away, but...
I mean, you could always switch to men, Philippe.
Why would you provoke him like this?
You know what, Pinto? How about you go to man? Okay? I like pussy, okay?
All right, good answer.
You feel me? Like if you guy and you gay, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? As long as you don't flirt with me, I'm 100% fine with that. You flirt with me, I would not like you. I do not want to talk to you at all. Will I be disrespectful to you? No. I'll probably just stop talking to you. But like, if you gay, whatever, do whatever you want. You feel me? Even to you ladies, you lesbians out there. You want the scissors, yo? Yo, let's go, yo. But lady, if you ever out there going to scissor or other girl, you gotta hit me up. I want to watch that shit, yo. Yeah, I'll pay you to watch that crap. Like $50 an hour.
But you wouldn't be like flattered if a gay guy was hitting on you. You wouldn't be like, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty good looking, you know, like.
No. That's
just no.
No. Okay,
Yeah,
you know.
I like that. I like that answer. That's some funny shit. So did that correlated with your car question, right?
Yeah, I was gonna have him talk about the WRX. Pretty much.
You got another one you want to rip?
Covered it. Well, there is Matt's question that was.
I have Matt's too, but it might be different now because he told me to switch it. Was it about a painting in Google?
No. But wait.
Matt Kurtz.
Yeah. Matt Kurtz. What, Stack has a question for him?
Yeah.
Why his question up?
Matt Stack or Matt Kurtz?
Matt Kurtz.
All right.
You want the Matt Kurtz
So Kurtz
question?
wants to know. This is weird. We've already walked down such a slippery slope on this fucking episode, and now it's going to get even worse. But what is the best crime to commit, and what's the worst crime to commit? This is just broad, general question.
The best crime to do.
Get a little closer.
The best crime to do. Honestly, I don't want to say it, because honestly, if I say it.
All hypothetical.
All hypothetical. The best thing to do. Driving down East Street, blowing cocaine, yo. Honestly, like.
Hey. Sometimes you gotta live the party life, baby. And Philippe's about it.
Oh, yeah.
And
what's the worst?
The worst crime?
This is like a morality question. You know?
God, worst crime to do, like, honestly, no matter what crime you do, you go to jail. And we all know jail fucking sucks. I've been locked up. But the worst crime to do, I don't know. There's a lot of bad crimes. There's rape out there. That's a bad crime. Fucking murder. Home evasions.
But what's the one you could never forgive?
The one you never forgive.
Like someone murder your mom, someone rape your mom.
Jesus Christ. I'm glad the mic's not directly on.
Well, I feel like, I don't know, like, honestly, I'll say this right now. I'll go to jail for murder with no problem at all. But the worst crime, I think, the worst is when a girl get raped. That's a good answer. The girl say no, it's no, guys. Like, you feel me? To the guys out there that go out there, roofie girls with the drinks, whatever.
You
like,
Bill Cosby motherfuckers.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, don't get mad if a girl say no. You feel me? Like, it's, yeah.
You gotta step your game up, right?
Yeah, well, you could, like, if you know.
Just kidding. That's a horrible fucking
well, let me know. Well, if
I'm the
you
one
know,
saying fucked up shit now.
Well, if you know that girl's a slut, then try. Try. You feel me? You gotta try.
Without roofies.
Without roofies.
Oh my god.
No roofies. Do not drug a girl. Well, you can give them alcohol, weed.
Oh my god.
But woofies do not woofie. Woofies, no. Like, honestly, I will fuck a girl that's high as fuck. But will I fuck a girl completely drunk? No, I would not fuck a girl. That girl can be completely fucking drunk, and I would not fuck her, because at the end of the day, the next morning, you know what's gonna be at your front door? Police. Put your hands behind your fucking back. And you know how many years you're gonna be looking in jail? Probably like 20 fucking years. Are you gonna survive 20 fucking years? I know I won't. The first fucking day. If I find out doing 20 years, even a year in jail, first day, I'm ending my fucking life.
So a big takeaway I'm seeing
that.
here is that Phil has his right answers that he thinks are right, and then he's got the comedic answers too.
Yeah, I would have to agree 100% with rape being the worst crime.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
I'm not saying I could murder somebody either, but like, if someone did something for the wrong reasons and someone goes missing, like, I'm not gonna feel too bad. You know what I'm saying?
But any girl gets raped in any circumstance, and you're just like, fuck that asshole piece of shit guy. Like,
yeah, rape brings on murder. You rape someone's fucking mom, next thing you know, I'm at your door to kill you. Or someone else's. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it works. Like, shit fucking...
That's how it works,
She
huh?
is not cute.
All right.
Luzio, for my next question here from
Let's
from Matt.
This is getting dark. Let's
switch up to Matt V2. He wants to put Philippe's knowledge skills to the test. I need Google real quick.
Oh my god.
We're going to have to Google an image and see what Philippe thinks about it and how he feels about it and everything he likes.
Everything in between. Okay.
So,
what
Philippe,
are we
Matt
Google
Stack
imaging?
wants to know, look up Nighthawks by Edward Hopper.
Hold on.
And he says, look up Nighthawks by Edward Hopper.
Nighthawks or night walks?
Nighthawks by Edward Hopper. Talk about the color and what's going on in the painting and how it makes you feel. And what does it mean and the style? Smiley face.
I'm so glad that like Matt Stack has like the good thoughtful questions. It's like almost like his questions like borderline don't belong on such a piece of shit show like this, but that's okay. All right, let me get a good try. I'm trying to find the highest resolution photo here. Is this full screen? Jesus Christ. F5 full screen? Oh, I don't know how to use a Mac anymore. I never did. I don't know how to use a computer anymore.
Same.
But is it, dude? Can you hold on? Give him like. Do you agree with me on this? It's like once you get into like the type of job force or like workforce that we're in, doesn't it feel like technology is just like passing you by? Like,
honestly, I agree. Like growing up, we had like our iPhones were iPads just to listen to music.
yeah.
To having that into a phone now, like technology, since almost 27 years of life, technology fucking flew by a bunch of things. You feel me? Phones nowadays are fucking $1,000, $3,000. When back then, like 20 years ago, that phone probably would have been like $300 probably. But all because of technology. That like iPhones.
Yeah, adding so much extra shit that people like you and me don't know how to use anymore.
Yeah, like for a computer, I know the last time I used a computer, I was in high school. Ever since I got a smartphone, I really don't use a computer. Like when I'm on a computer, it feels weird to be on a computer now, cause it's just awkward. You're so used by doing everything on your phone, cause you can call, you can text. The web, Facebook, you can do everything on it, so there's no point of having a computer. But like you say, if you go out and get a job, you gotta work on a computer. It sucks. Like for example, if I got a job that with a computer, it's gonna be very awkward because like I don't know how to use the computer.
You've been out of the loop for too long. But anyway, so Matt wants to know, how does this painting... Well, can you repeat the question again? Because we got a little off topic there.
Yeah, let me pull it back up because he phrased it a little...
I have like the biggest image, highest resolution that I could find on Google.
Matt Steck wants to know how this picture, he wants you to talk about the color,
Nighthawk by
what's
Edward
going
Hopper.
on in the painting, and how it makes you feel, Philippe.
Let me make sure it's the right one. Yes.
Okay, so.
Here.
Okay, so it looked like there's a bar there with like a green sofa, like a marble white floor with like a little green with red seating on it. It looked like a guy, a bartender, and a chick at the end of the street, at the end of the bar. Honestly, I think they just people going out, getting coffee, maybe getting some food.
What vibes are you getting from it?
Feel like I can be in there being relaxed without there's nothing going on. It just relax. It look like you could just be in there pretending you're just the only one in there. It looked like. So
Hold on.
I'm trying to figure out, like, is this like a
it looks to be a
50s
bar.
shop?
Tell me not that up top it doesn't say Phillies.
Yeah.
And that looks like some sort of mob member with like his date, right?
Just because of his hat, you just associate that with
like a 70s mobster, yeah. That's the vibe I get. I get the vibe that they're at like a cheesecake low-key bar, 3 a.m, probably hungover drunk, and they're just in there talking about life.
This is like, this is where people, to me, it's like, this is where people used to go, where like now people would just go to Denny's. But like, this used to be how it was back in the day. You go to a nice little, like, almost like a American cafe diner type of deal. Whereas like now people just get smashed and go to Denny's at 3 a.m.
yeah.
Whereas like, this is a better time in America, if you ask me. Like,
Yeah. How do you feel about the colors?
The cuddles, I feel like I say, it looked like a bar. They look like they belong there. Like most bars you go to will kind of have that different cuddles theme. They never keep it one cuddle. Kind of like pops out a bit. It's nice.
Okay, hold on. I want to ask Philippe and Luzio, but Philippe's answer first. If you had to match this picture to a year, like whatever, 2010, any year, what year would you match it to?
This picture match it to a calf now. I don't know. Bars now. I don't know.
like what era? Like,
What year do you think this?
what decade
put
at least?
I'll put that.
1950, 2010.
I'll probably put that as like in the 1800s, probably.
Whoa, way back.
That's a little too old.
I would say it looks. I think 50s. I might have gone a little too recent. Still, I would say maybe like
40s.
30s or 40s.
I'll probably put it like 40s.
I thought 40s too.
Well,
That's an interesting picture right there.
Stek clearly knows more about this than we do.
If we have a cover picture for the
I think it says right here, 1942.
wow, so our guesses were pretty accurate.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. For the people that want to check out the picture we were talking about, Nighthawks by Edward Hopper again.
Mm-hmm.
And a quick little intermission, if you haven't been buying any pins, check out topcheappins.com. Use that promo code LudLow-Life, save 20%.
Yep.
Matt always comes through with like non-argumentative type questions, I notice.
More mature questions.
Just how do you feel? You know?
Yeah.
That gave me like an early mafia type vibe.
Yeah, I
Like,
can kind of see that.
In a bar, 3 a.m., drunk with your guma, your side bitch, as some would say. You know what I mean? Like, I just like that picture.
Arguably a better time in America.
Speaking of mobsters and gang shit, Nick Bradbury wants to know, he hears you got one of the nastiest GTA characters around. He wants you to talk about your GTA character a little bit.
Brad always with the video game related questions.
My character's pretty simple, but I would say my cars are some badass fucking cars, yo. Like the new Supra, I have that. I have an RX-7. I got the fucking my Mustang, I got that on that a couple days ago. I have a couple Audis. Like, my cars are pretty done up, mowed up to full, turbo them all, bulletproof tires. Like, but let's put it this way, on GTA, I drive around fucking people up, yo. Like, I'll be shooting people, yo. Like let's say that I have a hard time at work, I go home, play some video games.
Take
I go
your
out.
anger out on GTA.
I go home and fucking kill people on video games, yo. Like, I'm pissed off. I can't go out and kill real people, so I gotta go on GTA and fuck some people up, yo.
You bring up a valid point.
I completely agree. I think the same way for Call of Duty. I'm like, I'm gonna go home, kill some commies, like fuckers.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can relate. I'm not gonna kill nobody in real life.
It's probably a much healthier way to get your anger out.
I'm gonna throw grenades at cop cars, rocket launchers, all that shit in GTA. You know.
Yeah.
Besides driving around, what are your favorite kind of missions in GTA?
Well, obviously, we all know the tuna update just came out. I got that, so I'm doing that missions pretty much. I'm going to the car meets now. I'm showing up to that. I'm doing some street racing.
Well, besides the cars.
Obviously, like I said, I just go around the map, fucking people up, yo.
No cocaine missions.
Well, I think I still do have a cocaine. I still do have a cocaine business on GTA, but
on GTA,
on GTA, not in real life. I'm not a drug dealer. I smoke weed, yes, but that's it. I don't do nothing else. If anyone ever tell you I do anything else, they fucking bullshit lying. All I do is smoke weed. Maybe once a blue moon I'll drink a beer, but that's it. I don't do nothing else. I never done Molly. I never did coke. Yeah, so yeah, I just do the simple loving drugs. Yeah. If you don't like weed, then honestly, you should see a doctor. Cause like honestly,
I guess I gotta see a doctor.
Honestly, just between me and you, if I never had weed, I probably will be in jail for murder by now.
Well, hey, it keeps people going. Run on America. Weed. Integrity.
Integrity Farms, baby.
Integrity Farms. Yeah. I got more questions. Like I got asked a lot. All right. Flavio wants to know: could you roll a perfect joint if it's a life or death situation?
To me, that's a stupid question. Of course he can.
Well,
weed doesn't really roll good.
Well, let's put it this way.
I guess
I usually smoke green Dutchess only. Rolling a joint, I can roll one, break up the weed. If I had a grinder, I break up the weed. I can probably roll one. But will it be perfect? No. But will it be hittable and you're able to get fucking high? Fuck yeah. But you want an amazing fucking blunt? Come smoke with me, yo. We get high like a kite, yo.
You're strictly a blunt man, not a joint man. I thought it was a stupid question, but I guess not.
Well, I feel like smoking a blunt is a lot better because smoking paper, it just burns quicker. The only way I'll smoke a joint, well, I'd smoke one if that was passed, but if I was doing that, you gotta have that joint in a dab. So the joint can last as long as the blunt. 'Cause at that point, you should just smoke a blunt. Smoking out of paper, yeah, you're getting the weed, not the tobacco. But like, honestly, my blunts by myself last about 45 minutes to an hour, baby. How about yours? 5 minutes? That shit's probably loose as fuck, like your girl vagina.
Oh! Now you see why me and Philippe get along. Fuck yeah. Okay, so that's a more broad question, but oh yeah, no, I am on my last question, and this is the one I've been saving. Brandon Russell wants to know: where do you stand on aliens?
What a great ending question.
Honestly, are there other life species in other planets? Fuck yeah. Is the government hiding shit from us? Fuck yeah. Can you believe you, government? Fuck no. The government is just fucking you. But do I believe in that shit? Yeah, I believe there are other species out there, you feel me? Like ghosts. So, like, put it this way.
Ghosts are a species?
Well, let's put it this way. Like, for example, when I'm home, sometimes by myself, sometimes I hear shit. And honestly, like, to the fact, I hate going to basements. I will not go into a basement at night. Yeah, I could put the light on, whatever, but like, I don't, no. Basement, no. But like ghosts, I feel like my house is haunted. No matter where I live, I always will hear shit. Like, am I like the ghost whisperer?
We're ghost whisperer.
So I want to know, have you had any real ghost experiences?
We're getting really off track on the alien question.
What ghost experiences are you feeling in your house right now?
Well, sometimes I hear shit moves, or I can hear someone call my name. You feel me? Like it's...
Your mom?
Well, no, it could... Well, when I sit there and call, she was like, I didn't call you. In my head, I was like, I just heard my name. But sometimes when I'm home by myself, I just hear shit. Did I go and look? No, I'm fucking scared for my life. You know what? I might be a little bitch sometimes, but you know what? Everyone's a bitch in their own way.
Well, you could beat a human up, but you can't beat up a ghost. So it's like, I kind of feel you, but like, you're hearing shit? Like, you've heard a ghost say, Philippe.
Hell yeah, and no joke, that's dead ass serious. Like, I've been to some haunted places, and I think, honestly, I got, what did I call it?
Possessed.
Yes, no. What the fuck that call? Which jinx you.
Jinxed.
Oh, like your house might be a little cursed.
Yeah.
Cursed. So is that the scariest thing that you've heard, is just like talking? Or have you seen something fucking crazy?
No, I have seen some crazy things in my life. Like I was at home playing video games. That was at night. No one was home. I was in my room playing GTA, obviously. And all of a sudden, I just saw something pass by my door. In my head, like, it was a shadow. But in my head, I was like, I'm home by myself. And I'm not moving. So in my head, I saw something. Like I said, did I went to check it out? No, cause I'm a little bitch. But that's fine. At least I'm not a slut asshole.
Yeah. Rather be a fucking hoe than a bitch.
So back to the aliens.
So Philippe believes there's life forms on other planets. So do
so
I.
So basically you're saying you believe in aliens and ghosts.
Yeah. Yes, I do. 100%.
All right.
Okay.
Do you think, hold on, let me add to that question. Do you think that aliens have ever visited Earth, or like do you think aliens are watching us right now and just don't want to like interfere with us because like humans are like basically just evolved chimpanzees that don't know how to act and will just throw nukes at them like
let me put it this way. Are we the stupidest species? Not really. Fishes are really stupid. But are we the second stupid species? Hell fucking yeah. They're probably in space having a TV show about us called The Stupid Fucking Americans. A lot of us are just fucking stupid. America just a bunch of stupid people, and they're like, we're the stupidest fucking species I think ever. Like, are there some smart people out there? Yeah, there are, but there probably aliens out there that if they want to take over us, they can take over us with no problem. Like, their technology is so much advanced than us. And like I said, America is behind in technology too, so like it's to the point, like for example, if China want to attack us, I feel like China would definitely win.
Wow.
And I'll be on this side too, not the American side.
Oh my god.
Oh, so honorable. Okay.
Well, I mean, you know, I think to say America they're behind on technology, it's like for some things yeah, but other things it's like, you know, we are it's almost like the technology is behind on like the more arguably more important things, you know. Whereas like, yeah, we have, like we were talking about before, yeah, this iPhone can like fucking wipe your ass for you or whatever, but then it's like, you know, have we figured out a way to, you know, transportation without crazy emissions or whatever? Like there's certain things, yeah, but it's like we haven't figured out like the major, like how to, like clean energy is really behind, you know, things like that are behind. But then it's like at the same time, it's like, you know, we're not super behind on some things, other things we are. But
I thought of one last question I would truthfully like to ask Philippe. Philippe's been in a lot of, like, cops shit, jail, like, a lot of shit places a lot of people haven't been. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, Philippe, think deep into the depths of your brain. Truthfully, what is the closest you've come to dying? Have you ever had a medical thing that almost made you die, or have you ever almost died? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, everyone have a hard life. Life isn't simple at all. Nobody would never tell you that. If someone did tell you that, they are fucking stupid as fuck. But the closest I've been close to death so many times. I got 2 guns to my faces in my whole life. Once a blue moon, I'll pass out randomly. I got run over by a cop car a couple years ago off my bike.
Wait, you got run over by... Oh, wait, I remember this, yeah.
Yeah. It was one day, I took off, cop chased me, and there was like 40 cars in front of Big Y. All high school students just fucking stopped there at the light, just watched me, took off from the cops, and just saw the cop just took me off my bike with his cop car. Yeah.
I mean, oh, man.
The better question is, why did you run?
Honestly, I was young and stupid. I was riding my bike. I saw 2 cops in a parking lot where Starbucks is. Yeah. Before that, it was in a gas station. Gas station was closed down for years. So one day, like I was a sophomore, riding my bike, saw 2 cops just sit there parking, talking to each other. I had my headphones, music blasting, fucking went in front of them, soca, saying, "Fuck you, police! You guys are fucking pigs," and all that shit. And like I said, I was there for like 10 minutes talking mad shit to them. Saying, "Fuck you, you guys can't do shit," blah, blah, whatever. Then I saw one trying to have me get closer. I fucking took off. All you heard was the back tires. No. Fucking took my bike down. Fucking, Route 21 to make it easier. Fucking in front of the liquor store across from Big Y. Fucking just hit me with the car. Fucking took me off my bike. Jeez. Handcuffed me.
Talk about excessive force.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I'm wrong, but wasn't there another time where you, like, after this, you saw the cops again, and you rode by, like, flipping them off or something, and they fucking, like, whipped your ass or something?
One, I would never get my ass whipped by a cop, because I would beat a cop's ass. But listen to this. Years ago, I was walking. I was with my sister and a couple other friends. Obviously, we all know I used to live right near Whitney Park. Do I still live in the area? I do not live in the area at all. But I used to live there. I was walking home. We cut to the park. We were dropping a friend off on the opposite side. Obviously, it was like 10 o'clock. Cops obviously was walking around to make sure nobody was there. Called us, kicked us out. We left. They wanted to hang out a bit. I started walking home. Blah, whatever. On my phone, whatever. So I went to cross the street. We all know where John Corner is. If you don't know where that is, then and you've been living in LudLow for years, you're just a dumb fuck. But I was right there, and I was crossing the street to go to the opposite side so I can go home. But I didn't use the crosswalk. Not a big deal. It was 10 o'clock at night, whatever. The only car I saw was the cop car driving by. In my head, I'm just walking across the street. Yes, I was jaywalking, but I was crossing across the street. Like any other time I would have done. Cop sat there. I was halfway across the street on my phone. Cop drove by, heard him, said, "Get on the sidewalk." I told him I was about to walk right across. Cop fucking Papa Yui came out, stopped me, told him I just got kicked out of Whitney Park. I was heading home, blah, blah. Like I said, you ask for information, you give it to them. If you don't give your information to them, you ask. Even though, technically, when a cop tells you you need to give information to them, you do not have to give them anything. As long as you haven't done anything. No, if you haven't done a crime, you should not do it. Jaywalking isn't a serious crime. It was just one fucking cop. I found out later on when I went to court for that. Oh, and during that time, we went to court. I was looking at charges. She took me down, We were trying to arrest me, blah, blah. I gave him a fight. He called for backup. Obviously, like 20 cop cars pop up. Obviously, it's fucking me. If a cop called for backup, the whole station coming.
Yeah, there's not much going on in this town.
They came. They tried to arrest me. Obviously, I gave them a fight. I wasn't gonna give up. You feel me? Like, I was just trying to walk fucking home. Like, the cops just could have just kept on driving. You feel me? I was walking already towards the sidewalk. So, what? Whatever. Cop came. Bunch of cops came, took me down. Obviously, I fucking knocked one out. Like, gave him a good punch. Like 20 cops half on top of me. Obviously, I couldn't really move. I was trying to give a fight. They arrested me, took me in. Blah, blah. I think I got a bail. Back then, I was able to bail out. The last time I got arrested from the school thing, my bail, you know how much my bail was? Was $3,500. I had the money. I just didn't want to bail out. But let's put it that way. But yeah, when I was walking home, got arrested. We obviously went to court, blah, blah. Put it this way. The DA saw what happened. I had a witness that said that I didn't do anything. Saw a witness that saw me walking across the street, walking home, hearing me turning the cop. I just want to go home, blah, blah, whatever. She saw the cop starting shit with me. So the DA made a deal. Pretty much, let's put it this way. I could be rich right now. But honestly, they won't lucky son of the bitch. The DA made a deal. Pretty much be like, you signed this piece of paper saying that you are not going to testify and you're not going to sue the LudLow Police Department for what happened. Because I could have sued them. Because that officer that gave me problems was having family problems at home. Took it out on me. So they made me a deal. Say that you signed this, you're not going to sue them. We're not going to do anything. They'll be like, if you continue this, you are going to look at jail time. You did attack a police officer. But if you sign this, we'll just not dismiss everything, but the AB on the officer will just be assault on someone, not on a police officer. It got reduced. I signed the paper, walked out. Well, I think probation for a couple months. Then I was good, but yeah, I could have did a fat ass lawsuit against the Ludlow, Massachusetts Police Department, but I didn't because obviously I didn't want to go to jail, knowing I was going to jail if I continued this court case, no matter what. 'Cause I fucked up a cop. And obviously, if you fuck up a cop's not going to sit there and give up. They're going to just fucking rape you because they want to throw your ass in jail. But yeah, I could have did a lawsuit. I could be rich right now. I could be fucking in Florida right now. But obviously, I'm fucking here because obviously, I didn't want to go to jail.
Nice.
God damn.
And Philippe brings up the school thing. Well, Philippe was in the school thing. The craziest day I had with Philippe one day. Let me tell you about this. We pull into Health South parking lot, and Philippe was going like 50 down Windsor Street. Some guy gets out of his car and starts punching Philippe. And I hop out, and I'm like pulling the dude off Philippe. And I remember I said, yo, you're punching a slow kid. And he was just like, remember Philippe? He was like, I'm fucking so sorry. I had no fucking idea. Like shitting his bricks that he just punched Philippe. Like, I was like, yeah, dude, just go home. Like, whatever. Me and Philippe end up going back to his house just for whatever because he wanted to stop. I think he wanted to tell his mom what happened or something like that, right?
No, I called.
Yeah, but we go home. We go to Philippe's house. Who's in the driveway? 3 Ludlow Cruisers. Not for this scenario, for something else Philippe said on some social media that got him in trouble.
No, it was for the guy.
Oh, okay.
It was the guy for the I mean, they was looking for his information.
Oh, okay, so it was the guy. Either way, Philippe's just like cop phobia, right? Philippe just doesn't think. He like walks over to the cop. He's like, can you have a couple words with me? Philippe says yes. Takes 3 steps towards the cop, turns around, books it, starts running down the street, hopping fences and shit. I don't think they even caught you, right? The cops came back and they asked Philippe and me, and they're like, can you get Philippe to come back? And I was like, no, I'm going home.
I'm not dealing with this shit.
I'm not doing this. Philippe's mom was like, I call him. I don't know if Philippe went back. Did you ever go back, and what happened?
Well, I need to go back and get my car from Health South. And like I said, the cop was sitting there knowing I was going back for my car. And the cop was trying to sit there and talk to me. I told the cop, I was like, I'm not going to fucking tell you anything. Like in my head, I was like, the fucking camera's here. Just go inside the fucking building. But obviously, like I said, these fucking... You know what? I respect him now. So you know what? I can't say because then I'll be talking about all of them. But there are certain fucking that don't want to do the fucking job. Like, if somebody don't want to report a crime, just let it go. You can't force them to report a fucking crime.
Now, when Philippe says he means just douchebags. Let it be known. He doesn't mean
Let
the
Cody of
actual
all
term
people
fags.
correct him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't ever say anything about that. I only say the R word.
I'm just kidding.
Sometimes. But Philippe means douchebags, not...
So he just sits there and laughs.
Tell him.
Yeah, I mean douchebags. When I say it really means D-bag. It's just sometimes like I say, I'm slow in learning, so I'm still learning not to use that word. Yes, 27 years to life, and I'm still learning not to use that word. It's not a lie.
And you feel like it's because of your childhood and how you grew up and TV shows you watched when we were younger, right? That's why we say that.
Hell yeah, TV shows back then was awesome. Now TV shows nowadays are fucking whack, yo. Like, the cartoons now, like, what the fuck? It's like, duh!
All right. Nice. I fucking feel you on that. All right.
We've,
So, yeah,
it's like 7:47 now.
Yeah, I was about to say, that basically wraps shit up. Anything you guys want to say, Lou?
Any parting
Philippe,
words?
you want to say something
Philippe,
goodbye to the audience?
Thank you for being on the LudLow-Life podcast. And yeah, anything else you want to tell our fans? Because there's like about 30 of them.
Well,
maybe we'll have more after this episode. Maybe, you know.
well, to the people that watch this and you're watching this episode, you fucking gangsters. Now,
Hell yeah.
If you're not seeing the LudLow broadcast, what are you doing? Like, just 7 days out of the week. You can at least see the video at least once a week. Like, come on.
The audio.
You might not see it on the day it get released, but you have a whole week to the next one.
You got a whole week. You know,
Like,
we
you
put
feel
up
me?
once a week.
Like, you feel like, come on. Don't be a lazy fuck. Yeah, they're an hour long videos, but like, to the point. I'm fucking funny, yo. You feel? And like, to the guys out there, if you could ever get your attitude, you can always hit me up. And I'll pass by. I give you good the wet. And if I give her the wet, she will not be bitching at you no more. She be giving you whatever the fuck you want.
You heard it, ladies
All
and
right.
gentlemen. Let Philippe fuck your wives.
Yes.
Your moms, your wives, your sisters, your brothers. Let Philippe take care of them.
He's a single man. Hit him up, ladies.
Also, if you have a stepsister, let me know. I would love a stepsister. I'll be fucking that shit every single day. In my bedroom, in my car, behind the high school, courthouse, whatever you want. Even in your bathrooms, your driveway.
So if you had a stepsister, you're fucking her.
Oh my god.
Hell fucking yeah.
This is the LudLow-Life podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Take it easy.